All right, guys, this ought to be a good one. I just recently watched two, not one, two Mo Gadot podcasts with very intelligent people. Anyway, I'm going to say this once, but I'm going to say this again because I've said it again. The whole artificial intelligence thing, like the paperclip model, is just so stupid. It's so stupid. It's highly unlikely in many other ways. And I also agree 100% with Mo Gadot when he says, I'm not worried about machines, and I'm not worried about machines either. What I'm worried about is people, good or bad, or even good, with limited intelligence, telling the machine what to do, and perhaps the machine itself not understanding what is being said, misinterpreting the message, and creating a dystopia. So that is far more realistic to me than the paperclip thing. The paperclip thing just, I think it's like something that is built, that was, made up to let somebody that's maybe like 5-year-olds perhaps grasp the concept, but it's so ridiculous that it doesn't make sense. Anyway, what is something that could happen instead? So we're getting really close now. We have decent technology. We have Neuralink. Again, if Neuralink stays in the hands of Elon Musk for the most part, if he has this whole idea of making artificial intelligence being led by curiosity, being led by preservation of life, like all life, then that seems to be pretty good, no problem. The problem is, if you get somebody like Bill Gates we all know, again, not necessarily wanting to pick on him particularly, but everybody knows what happens when Windows update. That is the machine telling itself that it needs to update, doesn't care about your life, destroys everything that you're doing in between. If you have open documents that you're working on, you can lose data and all kinds of other things. So that is the thing that I'm worried about here, is the machine misunderstanding basic principles and understanding of how we live our lives and what we care for, and then creating a dystopia. So how could it do that? For instance, let's take the idea of religious scripts. So artificial intelligence, or at least chatbot GPT and a bunch of Bard and a bunch of all of these other ones, are language models. They just basically predict what the next word is going to be, but they do it at the really high level. So very soon they're going to be even more intelligent. And by the time, as Mo Gadot says, that we have chatbot GPT 5, 6, imagine what 11 could do, right? So the best thing that they're capable of doing, of course, is working with language. And we've noticed that they do some amazing things with language, perhaps even better than some of the stuff that we can do ourselves. Have you seen what they've done to Drake, the musician? Do we still need a Drake now? Probably not. All kinds of things can be done better than what we can do. Just look at what they can do with art. I mean, I personally, and again, I talk about this because I was replaced 20 years ago. I have been what people would call unemployable for 20 years now. So you guys can consider yourselves lucky because you are still employable. You're still in the field, so you guys are still fine for a little while. So don't worry too much about it. This is not something that I'm saying as usual to create panic. Some of us have been completely obliterated by technology, and it was 20 years ago. But now, this is what's going to happen if we are not careful. Imagine the Bible, right? We can just take a look at what the Bible is. It's a document. It's something that everybody who is Christian, whatever, follows with faith and all that good stuff. But imagine if AI takes a document like the Bible and starts messing with it. Then, because so many people at some point in the future will have Neuralink technology in their brains, but also just even look at social media. And again, when I say, why is YouTube more dangerous than